Hey, we're live. Really? Really and truly?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man, we're live again. Can you believe this whole week just went flying by, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
For me, it did. You know, you know what they say, time flies when you're having fun.
Yep.
Anyway. Oh, there I am.
There
Okay,
you
so
are.
you know how they say that expression, the best laid plans of mice and men? You ever heard that, Javi? I bet you haven't.
No, I
No.
have not.
Well,
I don't know what that expression means.
well, I'm going to tell you. After I find my... Okay.
Jumping?
Yeah, I found them now. The best laid plans of mice and men. That means, like, you planned to do it. You had every intention of doing it. But no matter how hard you tried to do it, you just didn't get it done. It just didn't happen. Well, welcome to my life this last week. So, you remember how I said last Sunday night that, oh wow, look at them lining up here. Wow, look at you guys.
Hi, everybody.
Hey. Anyway, remember how I said I was going to sit here last Sunday night? I was going to finish this thing? Well, I didn't. I remembered some stuff I had to do, plus I had to get some Etsy lots ready for these girls because we needed to start putting stuff in our Etsy again. We had so much stuff. Oh, throw it around, Javi. We had so much stuff come in to get on the site that we kind of didn't put anything in Etsy for a while, so I'm getting stuff ready for them and, you know, just blah, 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 you know, life. So I didn't get it done, so I figured, well, okay, we'll finish it this week. Why not, right? Or we'll attempt to. I've got some different ideas for it anyway, so maybe it's better that I let it simmer a little bit. You know, sometimes you gotta let stuff simmer a little bit. Yeah.
Like this?
Yeah, I guess. So anyway, let's see who all is here. Oh my goodness. There's Lori and Betty and Pamela, Deborah Long, Christiana, Claire, Colleen. I had a feeling you were going to show up, Colleen. Judy Lynn's here. You thought you missed me again. Well, you didn't. How about that?
I'm happy everybody came.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah, woohoo. And Karen Eaton is here. Melissa and Harpo are here. Debbie Nicolaus is here. Beverly Sprague, Aaron Shearer, Leslie Kenrich. Is that how you say it, Leslie? I hope so. Kenrich. Lori Wooten, yay! Kathleen Kelly. Kathleen Kelly. What, that name is so familiar. Hi, Kathleen. I don't know if I've met you yet, but I'm thinking I know that from somewhere. Was that the girl's name in You've Got Mail? Kathleen Kelly, that had the bookstore, a little bookstore around the corner or something.
Which movie?
You've Got Mail. Do you ever see that? It was Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks. And he had a big bookstore, and she had a little baby one that was so cute. It had been there forever. And he came in, and he swallowed her up and put her out of business. Anyway. Kathleen Kelly says yes. Okay. Poor Kathleen, you probably get that from time to time. Oh, You've Got Mail. No,
I will never be in the movie.
No, it wasn't You've Got Mail. What was it?
I don't even know.
No, that's not you. Yeah, it was. That was You've Got Mail.
Yeah, she just said yes.
Yeah. I thought there was another one too. Those two did 3 movies together. Meg Ryan, Tom Hanks. First one was Joe versus the Volcano, which I love that. Talks about sucking the juice out of your eyes. I used that expression. It felt like I had this juice sucked out of my eyes. And then they were in Sleepless in Seattle. And then they were in You've Got Mail. Kathleen Kelly. But this is the real Kathleen Kelly here. So that was just imagination. All right, let's get with it. Let's see who else is here. Leslie says she loves it. Great movie. Okay, I hit it. Maureen's here. Susan Bowerman is here. Okay, the party starts.
Yeah, we started now.
Jerry Ann's here. Karen Mansell, Renee Cochran. Boy, they're just lining up. Well, listen, let me get to it because we'll never get done if I don't. Or I'll lose my voice because I get hoarse so fast.
It's okay. I'll be your voice.
You'll be my voice, except you don't know what I'm going to say. Okay, no. So anyway, I got to thinking, and I love the colors that I chose to put into this composition. Yeah, maybe we should shut that door.
I was just
Miss Millie won't get in here either. And then you know, because I love this color. I love these colors together. I gravitate toward them. But then I thought, well, what if we just enlivened it a little bit? I have these beautiful beads here, and they're just begging for me to use them. Do you guys get some of these? There's lots of them. I bought them pretty deep. They are wonderful.
They're very beautiful.
They're very beautiful beads. Anyway, tell me what you think. So I thought perhaps I would swap this one out for this one. Maybe I'll put it right on top, you can see. And then this one for this one. Because then I'd have them like both sides. And now that I've done that, I just don't know if I like that or not. I don't know. I just want to put a little bit more color into it.
I think you should do that.
You think I should do that?
Yeah.
What the hey? I could put it back, right? If I don't like it.
Yeah, that's true.
And just put it right straight back. So let me find some head pins. You think I could find some in this mess?
Karen Eaton says, I love those flower beads.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome and they're hard to find too. But I found them. And I bought them, and now you guys can buy them. So it gets exciting. So I'm going to put a little finial bead, I think, at the end here of this one. And then I'll string it right on there. And hopefully, you know, finishing this up won't take too long. But if I don't, I will absolutely finish it by sometime tomorrow. I didn't say it, I did. Because I know I have to go make meatloaf for poor John. After this, and plus Javi's going to be here late because she didn't come in till late. So she's going to have to eat. Of course, she just ate her Dairy Queen, so I don't know. She might be late.
About Dairy Queen.
My son will be here till late. So, anyway. Okay, let me just get this turned on here. This is going to be a really wonky wrap, let me tell you what. These are not always really easy to wrap. They want to twist around on you really weird. Where are my little... Oh, Easy Cutters. They sold right out. Hot as could be. And I have more coming. I don't think they've shipped my order quite, but they probably will tomorrow, meaning I will probably have it toward the end of the week. So I will have them, and I bought a lot of them, so...
So if you still want some...
So if you still want some, I'm going to have a lot of them. And they're worth your time, too. They're a good thing to get.
They're really good cutters.
Yeah, everybody loved them that got them so far.
They're so good.
So I'm going to put this one on, too. Let's see what people are saying. I said, hey, there's Linda O'Meara. Susan Chadwick is here.
Hello,
She's waiting for
Rose.
hers to come. Yes, I know, Susan. I hope they've been able to send it. Jordy got backed up a little bit, but he's out there working on it today. He'll probably be able to send tomorrow if he hasn't already. And this is Karen Eaton says, my goal for the week is to texture and torch my cut down necklace blank from a few weeks ago and maybe use my new flowers when they come. Oh, would that be yours like this, Karen? We talked about that last week. I still haven't done mine yet either. Maybe I should do mine too. Just on general principles. That is such a cool idea, though, to cut this down. You can get a lot more mileage sometimes out of your brass stampings if you learn to look for the stamping within a stamping. Ever hear about that? There was a lady that had a very famous tooling company for a long time. Her family was in the business for many, many years. They're not anymore, but she taught me that. She says, Brenda, always try to find 10 ways to use one stamping. And I have to say, I've not always been successful, but some of you have been very, very good at it. So, you know, when you get a stamping, especially a filigree, take a long, hard look at it and see where possibly you could cut it up a little bit. Now, I didn't put anything underneath that, so I will have to carefully balance this. That means, since I didn't put a bead on the end of that one, because it will have more weight, then it will go here. That's my odd thinking. I don't know if there's anything to it, but I don't know. It's my sense of balance. So now I'm going to put this one on.
Pamela said, will the hole puncher work on that?
No. No. If you get a crescent, you cut it down, you're going to need, I don't know, maybe I'll redo. You're going to need to get your center punch that we talked about the other week. If you didn't get one yet, we've got plenty at the site. Or, you know, you can really use a nail, except if you do that, you'll have a lot more filing. Center punch is gentler. It won't go the whole way through, but what it will do is help you to create what they call a pilot hole, which means it gets you a start. And then that way, your drill will go right down into it and won't skid out and drill in the wrong place and all that. You know, it marks it too, so you can have it even. If you use a nail, you can go all the way through, and then that acts as a drill for you, but it will blow the back out so bad that you're going to have to really, really file that down. That hole down is going to require a whole lot of filing. So, you know, it's up to you what you want to do. Okay, so now I have it on there. I done did it. So now I have a little mixture of things. So now, because I did that, I thought I could bring more colors into the neckline treatment, okay? So I have some different colors here. So I could put this piece on here, and then whatever I do up here, I don't know if I use the hand or not. It looks a little clumsy to me. Do you guys like the hand on here? I was thinking about beating it from there and leaving this on for an ornament. Maybe I'll leave it on for now till I decide, because the beauty of it is I don't have to decide right now. I'm going to take this one off and use it somewhere else, because as you go up to go around your neck, you don't want to have your heavier beads at the back. You should have smaller sections toward the back, okay? Because it's uncomfortable to wear otherwise, and it can be unbalanced. As somebody who's been unbalanced most of my life, I can tell you, you don't want to do that. I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. Okay, so I'm going to put this guy here. If I have enough room, I might double jump ring this, because it's kind of a critical place that it needs to hold. So I think I will. I think I can get it through. I would flip her hand around the other way. The only problem is, Karen, if I do that, then I can't use the ring. And this is going to slide around on it because the ring's too broad. I wanted to use the ring to close the necklace. So that's why I did it. It really won't work. I'd have to almost put it higher up, turn it around that way, and then I wouldn't be able to close it with that. So that was my reasoning on that. I don't know, I may just take it off, because I may opt to do more beads instead of, you know, kind of let my beads be the focal. I mean, I've got, you know, that's something to talk about. Let's talk about that. Let me just first see if I can get a double jump into this. You know, sometimes we get to making a composition and we have all these really cool components and we can't wait to use them and all that. And we end up with too many focals and subfocals along the way. You know what I'm talking about? This necklace would be a really good example of that. Let's see if I can get this in here. I think I have to go the other way. It would be a really good example of that. If I use this here, what relation does it have to this piece? Well, they're both weathered copper, and that's about it. Because when you build this earthy boho style jewelry, this organic style, you should try, if you can, to tell a story as you do it. Sometimes the story is obvious and sometimes it isn't, but it's like it would be like a story with too many chapters if you have too many focals going on. So I think I will let my focal be the thimble, and I'll get rid of that hand, because your eye won't know what to go to. Your eye will want to go here, it will want to go here. I've got a big long tassel on this too. I think it needs to come off. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. I don't know. The hands invite attention and conversation. That's true, except I've got a thimble on here already. I've already got another focal. And I'm not going to take that off because it's part of my tassel. So I might want to save that for another. Now, nope, I don't want to do this either. I don't think I'm going to be able to double jump ring this. Rats. I might have messed up that loop. On my favorite piece of 1928 jewelry, now there are 2 focals on that, but they are in succession. The hand holds the spinner assembly. But this hand is way up here, and it just doesn't quite have a reason. Like in that piece, the hand is holding something. I'll have to take this off and then put it back on because I screwed it up. That's what you can do when you open these pieces like this. Now I hope that I don't lose this. So that's going to come off in this case. Well, I like it as a class. I do too, Patricia, but I think it's going to be too much. And this is something that I notice a lot of times when we do assemblage and we do boho stuff and we do our compositions. It's super easy to get too much on there, and I'm as guilty as anyone. And also, if we put that hand on there, we just made the piece cost a whole lot more. Because you guys know what that hand costs. A lot of you have it. And you know what the thimble costs. So right there you got, I don't know, with the discount, you got probably $14 worth of findings, maybe. Maybe a little less. Maybe more like 12. You know, do you really want to put all that money in focals when you could have just one focal? And here's the thing, if I don't put that hand in there, nobody will ever notice it, that I didn't. They'll never notice it. So I think this is better to take the hand off this time. I'm sticking to that story. Julie, she's watching from her bed because she had neck surgery. Oh, I hope that you get all better, Julie.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like fun.
No.
But at least you're home. That's good. I have a box. Susan says, I have a box here that would tell this story. What was I thinking? You know what? You and me both. I think all of us have a box like that. And we want to avoid that, right? Because we work hard to make our stuff and we don't want to waste our time. And we don't want to spend too much money. We want to spend enough to make the composition nice. You know, I'd like to make, at the end of the day, I'd like this to be like a $68, $75 necklace, and I think it will be worth it. After all, I've got a hand-hammered centerpiece. I've got all this stuff hanging down. These beads aren't cheap. They're not real expensive either, but they're not cheap. So I add up all the parts and I get done with this. I'm going to have, without the hand, let's see. Let me think. I'm going to have at least $25 into it. And that's not wholesale. That's the cost of the things as you buy them on the site. And then I'll have my time into it. Well, it didn't take me long to make this. It took me 10 minutes to make this. You guys watched me do it on the video. You guys saw me put this together too. It didn't take real long. So I probably have, between this and this, I've got probably 45 minutes, an hour into it. So that's not a lot of time. And now doing the beads, that's where I'm getting some time into it. These beads aren't so spendy as they're just requiring a lot from me to think of, you know, what to do. So,
well, if somebody wants to spend like a cheaper way, what would they put? Just chain.
Well, if you want to do this way cheaper, just go with a nice chain, like maybe something like this. If you can find some. We don't have any on the site right now. We did. I know why this is over here. It's all tangled up in a knot waiting for me to take it apart. You could do something like this, but if you did this, is kind of ditzy. You might want to put 2 rows of it. And then, of course, that jacks your cost up. Let's see what it looks like. Book chain, of course, is expensive, so that would jack your cost up. Let's see what it looked like with book chain. I don't like that. No, yuck. Mr. Yuck. So,
simple
you
version.
know, just, you know, maybe
Figure
some
out,
bead
maybe.
and link chain.
There we go.
Bead, do I have some brass? Yes, I have a whole roll of brass socks,
Oh,
bead and link
right
chain.
there in front
Let's
of
have a
the
look
house.
and see what that looks like. Bead and link chain. Yeah. Yeah, and
There
then
you go.
and then split it here and there to do
Yeah.
some beads in between. I think I'm going to do this one more beads though because I called the video stacked beads, so we don't
Yeah.
want to disappoint anybody by just
No,
doing-
we were just
But that
giving
would
you
be
an
a
option.
cheaper way because you'd have probably 18 inches of chain because you're not going to make this hang way down. It won't look right. This part here needs to be up on your chest. Couple inches under your collarbone. That's where this needs to be. Then this needs to drift down long enough. But you don't want to put something on then when you sit down, it's way down to tomorrow, if you know what I mean. You know, that's kind of, I don't know. So I've got this stuff. I took that, I made this bead chain the other week. We changed something out, but I've got this stuff. And this would add some color. I could put this on this side.
Mm-hmm.
That would add some color. I have some kind of amberish beads in this. Would add some. What if we just took the whole thing off? Let's just see. Let's see if that works. Let's see. Bead and link chain is great with that. Yeah, it's just a really good go-to one. And sadly, I have to tell you guys, the price of bead and link chain is going to go up. I have held the price down or just raised it just very little, almost since I've had it. But the last time I got it, it went way, way up. Oh, that was supposed to be off the hook. So I'm going to leave it alone for a week or so, but then I'm going to have to put it up because this load I did have to pay more for. So if you want to get bead and link chain from our place, the time to do it is now. Because you have to pay more for it. It's going up, to just tell you, it's going up to $4.95. It has to. I have to make a living. So you can wait till we have a big discount. That could work for you. Or you can get it now before I put the price up, which I don't like doing. But okay, so in here I've got, I think I'm going to use this because I like it because I've got the mixed impression Jasper. But I think I need a bead in there, but I'm not going to use this one. Where are those? Okay, I'm going to use one of these pumpkin color beads. So let me go ahead and put that on here and see what happens. Let's see. I'm going to start working more with stacked beads and boho designs. Claire, I'm telling you what, I have a friend who has a beautiful, beautiful shop. And they actually sit and make chain like this. You know, like this. They get a lot of money for it, but when you figure what's in it and their time, they're giving it away. So you think when you do stuff like this, yeah, you're really making something of value that really adds a lot to your design. I mean, really does. Okay, Pam says it's worth it. That's right, just like the L'Oreal commercial way back when. That's before Javi was born, right? This channel completes. Who are you, Gem Mint? Tell us your name. I don't recognize you. This channel completes me. I'm glad you like it, honey. That's great. Hey, Marcia. Marcia showed up. How you doing, Marcia? So glad you could make it. Let's see who else is here.
Everybody can make it.
Everybody's saying hi to each other. I love that. I love that when I see you guys saying hi to each other.
Say
It makes it feel real, don't it?
hello.
Hello, hello. Okay, so I nipped that off. So now I'm going to include that in there. That's a little bit tornado wrapped, but I don't care. It'll be fine. It's good enough.
I feel like it needs more, since you have it at the tassel, more of these, like, little,
Uh-huh.
I don't know what they're called, wire beads?
Oh, it needs some wire beads? I got some. No, those aren't
No,
wire
those
beads.
are the,
Yeah, you know what?
filigree
You're right.
ones.
I need more wire beads. Okay, well, I can do that. So I'm about to do that. I will make a section with wire beads. And that'll be stacked. That'll definitely be stacked. Okay, now the thing is with this, I gotta make sure that I got it going the right way, because otherwise it won't lay right. You guys ever have that happen? We were talking about that a little bit last week. I really want to get that all worked out down to a science and then do a video and tell all the practical ways of how to avoid that, because that's something I don't think you get taught. You just pick that up as you go. And it can be a real pain figuring it out. Don't you think?
That's true.
It is.
Especially on necklaces, you know.
Yeah, you know,
It's
you
like
think you
really-
got it all lined up and oops.
And then it flippity floppity.
Yeah, flippy floppy all over the
Or it
place.
flips the wrong area, and I'm like,
Yeah.
really? I'd put this on the right
Yeah,
way.
yeah, it does. Okay, so now I got these rusted ones here. Should I put, no, I want to stay to the warmer one tone. I'm going to do, it needs something here, because it's kind of cone shaped. Okay, that's good. See what I did? I love these beads. These are so cool. They're over at the site. If you haven't seen them yet, go have a look. I have more, so don't worry if I sell down before you have a chance to get some. You'll have your chance. It's coming. You will have your chance. Because I have more. And I'm going to get more too. So.
Which one?
The springy, sprongy beads, you know.
One.
Yeah. Those ones. Okay, now that's a stack, but something, I don't know. It's just, it needs something dimensional. I know what we'll do. I just saw it. I just saw it. We're going to do this. I have one of these here, laying here. We did get some in, but I don't know if the girls got them on yet or not. Of these thingy dingies.
Which ones?
These Filigree Tubes.
I don't think we went in that one.
No,
We went straight to
they're
silver.
out there. We had silver ones that came in, and if you got some the other week when I had them in gingerbread, you got to steal, because they came in again, and I looked again at the invoice, and I wanted to gag. I get disappointed like that a lot. I love American-made product, but it just is so. I don't know what they think we're made out of, you know?
Who?
Well, you know, they just charge so much for things. And then what am I going to do? I mean, I have to make a living, or I can't come here and do these videos. And that would be awful. Besides, you want a paycheck. I think my son wants one too. That's a little bit too tight. So, you know, I don't like to mark stuff up till, you know, it's crazy.
Somebody
But
was saying that on here. They think because it's made handcraft, that means cheaper.
well, you know, there's that old argument that we have from time to time that people, you know, when it comes to your handmade stuff, they think that you're using stuff you just broke off of other pieces of jewelry, which you might have, and that's okay. But they think that, or that, you know, you're just staying at home, you know, like grandma knitting a shawl.
You know how long Grandma took.
And, you know, for some reason you're not allowed to make a living. So I think we just have to educate people.
Yes.
I've been able to do that a few times, and people have turned into good customers that way. So
Just
you
have
know,
to explain. This takes time. It's
Yeah.
a thinking process.
yeah. And I'm always very transparent with everybody about issues you might have and what I can do and what I can't do and all that. Alrighty. I don't know if I like this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
You don't like it?
I do and I don't. So maybe I put this one first and then put that one. I don't know.
I don't know. I think this is just too long.
It's too long. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, you know, it's like, I don't know how to explain it.
What?
That those wires ones are kind of weird looking in it.
They're the most awesome thing, and they don't make these anymore.
Which ones?
these springy beads and all the
Oh.
wire ones and the cages and all that. See, I got these too. These wire cages, they don't have a bead in them. I think I showed you something about that.
Yeah, I think it was last Sunday.
I wonder what this would look on here without putting a bead in it.
Probably.
Now that's some eye appeal. It makes it different. I like to build the neckline. I probably should have just said building a neckline instead of stacking, because that's really what we're doing more here is we're building it. I'm going to try it this way and see what you guys think. We still have these caps on the site too. I think they're getting low.
Which
But,
caps?
excuse me, these ones
Oh,
that
the
have
aqua.
the bronzy
one?
ones, the zinc
bronzy,
ones,
sorry.
yeah. Now that's cool. That's cool. I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do that. That's just cool. Take the filigree tube out and do the green bead between the wiry ones. Yeah, I took it out. But I'm gonna do this. We'll see how it looks, okay?
Oh, it had 13.
Hey, there's Olivia Perkins. Did you get my message yesterday, Olivia, about your book chain? And call Jordy. He's out there. Unless he left. I don't think he did.
He's probably still
He's out there. He's got a lot of work to do out there today, let me tell you.
Somewhere
So, wonderful humor. I'm glad you think so. You know, it's like they say, if it ain't fun, go home, right? You gotta make it fun. It's gotta be fun. And I've gotta be me. I've got to be me. I've gotta be me. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. You know, guys, I got a feeling like this is gonna take a while. And I don't want to hog up the whole video with this.
Okay, then don't print.
Because we got so many other stuff to tell you. But I think we covered a few good points about not making more than one focal on a piece and why, and how to balance the neckline as you go along, and choices of things, you know. So I don't think we could do too many videos on that, honestly. I don't think we could. I used to always call it working a neckline. And I really like that. You know, sometimes I will just put, you know, some chain on and then we're done. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But when you work the neckline, you just upped your game. And you just made your item worth a lot more money. I think I'll put it like that. Well, I'm going to hook it on here for now so I don't forget it. And then I'm going to move it out of the way. And after I put my meatloaf in the oven, I will come back here and finish this booger because I just need to. And I don't have to write a newsletter tonight because I'm not going to have it come out till, or do I have to write it tonight?
Today is Sunday.
Today is Sunday.
And don't forget the beads are on sale until tomorrow.
Yeah, with the bead it code, BEADIT.
How much was that? 20%?
You get 20% off all the glass beads, all the metal beads. That means the springy beads, you know, and the filigree beads, tubes, and everything, if we have them. Cameos and Bisou bead mixes. Bead it. BEADIT. She's putting the code in for you. You got tomorrow night and tomorrow morning. Maybe I'll get up early tomorrow morning and write a little bit, write a little something for people. I like to do it the night before and have it come out early in the morning, but so I'm going to just ruminate on this a bit, but I'm getting there. I'm farther ahead than I was. I made some decisions. Let me look and see what you're all saying. She wasn't a fan. Oh well.
Who wasn't a fan of it? I seen
Let's
Susan.
see.
She wrote something on it.
Yeah, I'm looking at Susan. I had a lady at my display one time whisper to her friend, her stuff is expensive. I walked over to her and gave her a little chat about how and why it was priced the way it was. Well, I hope she appreciated it. Sometimes people just can't bear to buy stuff out of a certain range, or maybe, you know, they're one of those people who thinks that because it's handmade, they're going to get stuff for 15 bucks.
Yeah.
Which you all may have things for 15 bucks. You know how I always encourage you to make things that are lower priced to sell as well. But, you know, not something you put heart and soul and time into. That's not going to happen. So, you know, making them understand is never a bad idea. Now, I want to show you what Javi just did.
Oh, yeah. That took me like less than 5
Oh,
minutes.
yes, I did. Okay, I'm glad you got on there, Olivia. I don't want you to miss out. We love the beautiful jewelry you make. That's so kind of you, Cynthia. You need to, if you're not, hey, you guys, if any of you are not on the creative group at Facebook, I think I see a few who might not be. You need to come over there and join us. Unless you can't stand Facebook, then I completely understand. We'll visit here on Sundays. But if you're a visitor on a Sunday and you're seeing all these lovely ladies on here commenting and saying hello to each other and all that, it's because they've been on there for a while. This is like my core group. These are my girls, and they do so much great stuff over there, and they're friends, and have a great time. So you should come over and have a good time with us, okay? Well, there's a lot more people too. You know, a lot more can't make it because it's a weird time Sunday afternoon. But anyway, come over and join us if you haven't. And if you haven't, I don't realize it. Well, shame on me. Maybe you need to post more.
Join us, because that's, I love looking at everybody's jewelries on
Lori says Susan's a rock star. Well, I have to agree with that. I usually agree with what Lori says anyway. Okay, let's see. Keep the myth alive, she says. I'll be your groupie. Oh, you guys. Okay, love these Sunday visits. I just kick back and take it all in. Aw, that's sweet. It's nice to know I'm not the only one that steps away from a project. Sometimes you have to, but my main reason to step away from this one is because I have something else I want to show you and I'll run out of time. Renee Aragon. Yes, please come and join us on Facebook from Las Vegas. Wow.
Yeah, I put the link in there.
Melissa says this is my sweetest time of the week. You guys are too nice. Oh my goodness. Anyway, I got to share this with you. Where's that bag with these in them? Okay. Okay, Javi just did this.
I ended up with wonky.
Yeah, it's real. It's, you know, it's not quite in balance, but you know, it gives you the idea. That's okay. That's okay because I told you to do something with it. I have been looking for a form that's like a tube bead but big and substantial, heavy, so it could take some weight. And let me hold it up in my hand, maybe you can see a little bit better. Take this off so it doesn't reflect. And you know, I'm having a rotten time trying to find one. I've been through everything the toolers offer. I don't see anything that's really what I want. I went to another place where I buy findings, and they make stuff like this, but they don't make something just like this. This is what I want. I want a piece like this. Where are my measuring calipers? I think I brought them over here, didn't I? I could swear I brought them over here. Yeah, yeah, this is a ruler. Oh, if I lost those things, I'm going to be mad because I think we're out of them.
Yeah, we are.
Shoot, where did I put that? Is it over on my desk yet, Javi? You see it?
Oh, yeah, they're right.
Okay. Yeah, this is like 2 3/4 inches across.
There you go.
Yeah. So anyway, I found this piece. Here's what it looks like. I don't know if I'm going to get more or not because you'll have to learn to loop the ends so that you can hang from it. And that will have to be tight and connected because otherwise it'll just come apart. But anyway, I found this piece and I had them plated silverware. And I think this is what she used. I think it's pretty good. Again, it's, yeah, about 2 3/4 inches across, maybe a little bit scant of that. So, I'd like to know what you think. I'm going to put some of these in the goodie bags this week. So if you're one of those that ends up getting one, please come on the group and talk about it. Tell us what you think. In the meantime, I'm still looking. We can always get real heavy gauge wire into it, like 12 gauge, and pound it, and that would be a good look. But I just kind of wanted something that was ready. Just, like a skinny cuff, just take it and go with it. Oh, by the way, the skinny cuffs restocked. They're back in silverware, brass socks, and rusted iron. The silverware sold down already pretty good. Obviously, I didn't get enough. And I won't be able to get any more till probably end of July. But anyway, if you want some skinny cuffs, there's some over there. There are some over there. Anyway, I think we could go places with this. What do you guys think? Anybody talking about it? Let's see. Susan Chadwick says that she loves it. And Marcia said your wire work is wonderful. Oh, you saw that already. Franny came to the party. Woohoo! Franny's here. Yay! Let's see. Ingrid liked it. Patricia says she's wearing your bracelet. Actually, that was a joint project.
Yeah, that was.
But Javi did most of it. And then I had her finish it because I wasn't getting it done. No, this is not a cuff. This is going to be for the middle of a centerpiece of a necklace. And then you would use some chain to link it up and have some really pretty dangles. I think it's going to be awesome. So I think maybe I should get more of these. But I'm going to give a few of them out so that people can tell me what they think. So that's something I wanted to show you. Anyway, you could drop it below something large with a few beaded links and do a few dangles in the hoops. Yeah.
You could even put all like just jump rings on there and beat it all up.
Oh yeah,
too.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many ways to go with it. This piece is perfect, but it doesn't have the hanging hole, so you're gonna have to wrap it like you do like with an eye pin or head pin, whatever, and get your end. So that's good and strong. See, this won't pull out. When she goes to put the chain on it, it's going to stay like that. If you do it really loosely and then don't wrap over it, it'll just pull right out. And you'll be sad. So anyway, that's what we're going to do with that. All right, so the next thing I wanted to show you is real quick. Most of you guys know that I got more of the Art Deco stones. And I announced it the other day, and there still are some over there. And I know you can't even see that, right? Let me put this down.
Yeah, you have to put it on the white.
See, can you see it now? You can see that line of it. These are spectacular.
Are they back on the site?
Yes, they are. We have probably still, 13 of these left from my allotment. And we have them in topaz too. There's a few more of those. But I had 30 to be going, so they're selling down. But anyway, people have said, well, what are we going to do about this little hanger because I don't see it on the site? And you would be right. We sold out of the plated ones. I should have bought more. And so Mel sent me some more. But they're not plated because they didn't get to me in time to send to the platers, and they're all down for vacation now. So whoever buys one of these stones is going to get one of these free. It's in raw pewter, so you'll have to colorize it. But you can do that. You can handle that. It'll look great. So we're going to give you this time. I'm going to give you this with the stone so that you can hang it. Javi had said something about doing some wire wrap on it, but
that's what I was thinking.
That's what she was going to do. But really, this hanger is best. And you want to put it on, I can't believe I'm saying this, jewelry super glue or at least Hypo Tube cement. Don't use E6000. E6000 is too thick and it won't work. Oh, Javi just put a link up for it.
Yeah, with the arrows.
What kind of gold chain I used was, okay, it was a scrap that Mel gave me. And it had just a piece long enough to do my necklace, because this is my necklace. Is it hollow? No, Franny, it's flat on the back. And the first shipment I had, there were a lot of them that had roughness on the back, so I made them check each and every one to make sure that they were in really great condition.
Could you colorize it?
And yeah, you could do that if you wanted to. Use acrylic so you can wash it off, but I don't know how you'd seal it. Because if you spray over that, you're going to make this look matte. So I don't know if you like that. But anyway, yeah, they're all nice. I didn't have any throwbacks. So you'll get You get one of those when you do it. Yeah. Yeah, I have another one here. Yeah, this one's good too.
So the little top piece is raw.
Yeah,
to
this is
hang
the,
it.
yeah, this, oh yeah, let me show you that. That's what she wanted me to do. I can't, ever since I let my nails grow out a little bit, I can't pick anything up. It's got this little lip on it. And you glue the hanger to it. You'll see what to do. It's really not rocket science.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
It's pretty simple. Okay, so, next subject. Oh, I wanted to show you this before we run out of time. I use other stampings to hold the glass. Oh, well, I'm sure there's another way to do it, but...
Post it on the creative
yeah,
group.
post it. She said she would. You know, I can't figure out everything. You guys gotta figure some stuff out. Okay, Mucky, I think that's how you say it. Yeah, it's so pretty. She was in Sweden for a while, and that's why we didn't hear from her. She's one of the girls who's always comes around. And she does such beautiful work and takes great pictures. And she loves the Bitsu 1928 stuff and uses it all the time. She uses the badge, as you can see. And here's her thing, Mucky Design, Etsy.com. Anyway, she used this little part as her pendant. And I'm like, yes, I'm so glad because I hadn't gotten around to it. You know, we have like over 5,000 things and I'm buying new stuff all the time. So I don't get to everything like I want to. So anyway, I have them in silver. And I don't know if they're on the site in silver or not. If Javi wants to check, she can.
I think they're only on gold.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I only bought them one time. And I sent them to the platers, and they didn't pay enough attention, and they plated them. On this old silver, that is not a plated finish. It's tumbled hard and it's shined up. And then they do it by hand, black lacquer on it. So, I mean, it has this look, but not quite. This is like brighter. But it's dulled down because it is antique. It's beautiful. I just didn't think that I could put it with the line and sell it. So I didn't. So here's what's going to happen with these. Look at this. Bring me the rest. It says, that's because I had so many of them. I found this piece looking through old 1928 catalogs. And I found it, and I said, Mel, can you make it for me? He says, yes. He's getting reluctant to make things like that, because a lot of times they have to make a production model if they don't have one. But anyway, that's another story.
No, we only had that one in gold.
Yeah, that's because I wouldn't put this up. It didn't match our other old stuff. I mean, it's close enough, but not exactly. So I just didn't feel like I could call it old silver. So everybody that orders from now till Wednesday, I'll put this on the group too, but you guys are the first to know. We'll get one of these free. And I don't know, what does the gold one cost? It's like $5 or something, $4.50.
I just had it up here.
I don't know.
It is $3.75.
Oh wow, it's cheaper now. Well, still, it's free. I'm doing the little bead bags. I'm gonna do the little bead bags at least through the end of the week. When's 4th of July? I think it's Thursday, yeah. So I'm gonna do these at least through Wednesday anyway. It's 4th of July. A lot of times it's quiet around here. People are having their picnics, eating their hot dogs, blowing up their fireworks. So, anyway, so I'm going to give these away free tonight through Wednesday. You get one in your goodie bag with your beads that I'm doing. And that's for orders $25 and up. So if you have a little baby order and you get one of these free, oh wow. Sweet. Yeah, sweet. Sweet.
And then you have your necklace.
But, you know, I'll probably still have some left, and I'll do something else with them. It's so hard to explain what to do with them. The bottom requires a 14 by 10 stone. Oh, that's why I wanted the calipers. The bottom requires a 14 by 10, and I'll just show you what that looks like. I happen to have a 14 by 10 in the Millie Fury. Nope, that's not a 14 by 10. What did I do? Now, I'm lying. It's a 10 by 8. The bottom takes a 10 by 8. What did I have over here that took a 14 by 10?
Maybe by the over here. No, wait.
Something did. Anyway, we're not worried about that.
Oh, well.
10 by 8. I'm so sorry, guys. 10 by 8 for the bottom. And we have lots of 10 by 8 stones on lots of colors. So we have, but this size right here, this takes a point back, and I don't think I have anything. Let's find out. How big is it? Just a sec.
Julie said, what is the gold connector for
7 by 5.
Oh, sorry.
So I know I don't have that. You can look around through your stash and see if you have a crystal one like Mucky used, or it looks like she actually used a cushion octagon. So if you have something that doesn't quite fit, but it will seat in there, you could use that.
Yeah.
You know, these would make pretty earrings too. Really pretty. Like just do pearls.
Ooh,
Just do a pearl on the bottom, one in the front.
Especially, yes.
Yeah.
A pearl one.
Pearl.
Nice.
So anyway, that's the deal with that.
Julie said, what is the gold connector for the glass stone called?
I don't remember, honey, but it's not on the site anyway right now. None of them are there. People bought them all, and I couldn't get them plated. I think I just called it a connector or a hanger. I don't know what the girls called it, but you won't find it there anyway. You can put it in the memo of your order if you want. I just talked to Jordan about it, not just before we started, and said, now don't forget to give the girls this hanger when they buy those stones. And he said he wouldn't. And you get it free. You buy a stone, you get one. Period. You don't have to pay more for it. If you buy 4 stones, you get 4 hangers. But they're raw pewter. They're not colorized, okay? Could you fill it with cerulean and then a flat cap? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you have one that's going to fit, yeah, why not?
Or you can even use the chatons and put
Yeah, if you want to work tiny,
Yeah.
that could be a cool look. If
That
you want to
would be.
work tiny, if you have those little itty bitty, like stardust chatons, they're so small. I can see you doing that, Karen. And it'll be beautiful. Set a little bit of cerulean and then put those little itty bitty stones in and finish it off. That could be good. That could be really good. Okay, can we get more ball head pins? Yes, Lori, they are on their way. I found a new vendor for them. I will have them in raw brass. I don't know. It might be another 2 weeks. And I can't get them plated till after that anyway. And my planner's going to want me to send them some money first, too. I can hear it already. Hey, yo, Brenda, you got some money for me? Jordan does him so good. Hey, Jordan, is your mom there?
Are they from New Jersey?
Anyway, so the last thing I wanted to talk to you about was this. Oh, here, let me go over here and get this.
Oh, well, listen.
I was going to talk to you a little bit more about, so anyway, Lori, we will have raw ones really soon. If you guys want to make them look like brass ox, run your torch over them. Or paint them, colorize them however you want, until I can get some plated. Okay? But we will have some nice ones. It's funny, when I get those, they sell out so fast. And the price of them just went up again, so I said, all right, that's it. I know they came from China anyway. A lot of findings do, unless the toolers make them. A lot of your head pins and eye pins come from China or Korea. And all I care is that it's good, and I'm fine. So you guys don't like the ball-end head pins? They were fine. We had them for years, but they're just going up so bad. And I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm going to find out who makes these. So I looked for days, and I finally found a place that wanted to sell them reasonable enough that I could get some. And so I did. But they have to come yet. That's why we have to wait. Okay, so I thought I'd talk, before we're done today, a little bit more about the gingerbread. Is Denise Masters on here?
Yeah, I see her on
Is she on here?
She probably left. Oh, no, she's still up there.
Good. Denise, this is for you.
Denise.
It's for you, honey. Denise said, oh, I'm scared to touch it. I don't know if I want to do it. You know, the gingerbread, well, you don't understand. So I'm not making fun of you. I understand. But anyway,
No, I understand.
the gingerbread is beautiful the way it comes, as you can
Oh,
see.
it's beautiful.
You know,
Goes well with
didn't I
coffee.
when I showed this, didn't I say, oh, where's a piece of that old French stuff? Anyway.
Yeah, but
You know, you got to pick up the just the right piece. Anyway, so forget that. Anyway, it's the color of the old French stuff, the old Framex stuff, okay? Um, so we designed that, my clever plater and I. But when it came in, I said, you know, when I find that stuff, somebody has them to sell me, or I find a little at Mel's, or if I've, you know, whatever, however I get it. I always like it when it's got the high and low. It's got a little bit more darkening to it. I think it's what happens is it has machine oil on it after it's made because brass stampings require a lot of machine oil to stamp them, strike them. That's why a lot of times they're greasy when you get them, and why I tell you that you've got to degrease them before you start coloring them.
especially the raw.
When I send the stuff over to get it plated, he has to tub all of it first because it's got grease all over it. So, but I think in time that remains on there and it kind of turns dark. So anyway, I am going to show you briefly, up close and personal, just between you and me, how you
Hi,
can
Irene.
put the stuff on. Okay, here's Denise. Okay, Denise, are you watching? Hey, Irene. Sure is good to see you, sweetheart. It's great to have you along. Wow.
Yeah.
Haven't seen you for a while. Wow, this is great. This is going to be a good day. Irene's in the house. Okay, so what I do when I do these is I like to start with the burnt umber, and I don't have my little. Oh, I'll just use this because I can rinse it out.
Yeah.
Okay,
Use alcohol.
so I'm just going to put a little bit of this in there. Not much, as you can see. I don't need much. It's called Burnt Umber Light. This is the Golden brand, and like I said in the video, if you had a chance to watch it, you don't have to buy Golden. Golden is wonderful stuff, but it's more expensive, and so you don't need to spend like that. Most every line of paints has burnt umber, sienna, all that stuff. It's a standard name for that color, and it's perfect for this. And then I use a little bit of black too. And for this, I just bought your garden variety dollar bottle black. Whoa! Yeah, let's see if it goes and pollutes it. How much you want to bet? That's something only would
Just
happen.
tilt it the other way.
Just tilt it the other way. You're so smart, Javi. That's exactly what to do. Okay, so I'm gonna get the burnt umber first. Okay, you guys don't need that much black. Let me tell you what. Okay, burnt umber light, and we're gonna put that on first. And I must have no, that's the burnt. At first I looked at it, and with the glare from this light, I thought, oh rats! I got black, but it's not black. It's burnt umber light. So I'm kind of, just coloring it. See how easy that was, Denise? I take a sponge, a foam sponge brush, and I dip it in there, and I slog it on it. That's as hard as it gets.
Like you're painting, you know. Like
Yeah, just like, yeah. I love these foam brushes. They really work great. Yeah, a little bit more. Oh, here comes the pollute.
No.
Oh, no.
Sorry.
I'll just grab a little more from here. Yeah, I got a little bit too much on there. I like to have right here when I do these wings, I like to have this part right here be a little bit lighter. Because it gives it, you can see how I did it here. It's a little bit lighter there in the middle. So I'll show you how I burnish that out in a minute. Just want to make sure you get the whole thing covered. And then don't forget, you got to do the back. I need to do the back. So, okay, I'm good with this. All right. I'm not going to rinse this out. I'm going to stick it right in the black the way it is. Okay? So I'm going to get it right in there. So I have a little bit of brown on there yet, too. Don't get too much. And I'm just going to lightly go around the edges. If you get a little too much, don't sweat it, because I'm going to show you how to deal with that in a minute. So I have it like this. And if you get a little bit more down at the bottom than the top, it's okay. For the shading purposes, it's okay. Okay.
I like it because it got like what's it called? A fading effect.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm doing it this way. It does. It fades out a little bit. And of course, yeah. And of course, when it's set up, you can take your steel wool or, you know, one of these buffing block things here. These things. And just go over it too. And here's the thing. You can't go wrong, because if you take too much off, you just go back and do it again. Okay, so now I'm just going to brush this out. Now, I don't want to brush across the piece, because I just want to kind of fade it into it. So if I brush this across the piece, I could end up maybe making the whole piece, you know, black, which is not what I want. So, okay, let me move this out of the way so you can see a little bit what I just did. You see how I did that? I don't know if you can see that good. Sometimes the lighting in here is not the greatest.
I noticed that.
I don't understand
I don't
it.
know if it's
We
just
have
the
it.
corner.
We do the other stuff in the basement. We don't even have that many lights on me. But down there, there's just better light. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do is move this over to the side wall and sit behind the desk, and then that way we'll improve it. You get better as you improve, you know?
Yeah.
You figure things out. Okay, so now I've got that on both of them. I'm trying not to touch it because I didn't put gloves on, but I want you to be able to see it. Okay, so how's that looking? Can you see it good enough? Oh, I wish I could pick it up. You know what I'm going to? I don't care. I'm going to do it.
Oh, no. It's
See if you can see.
right there.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
you
see?
it now picked up.
Okay, this needs to be buffed out a little bit more because it's a little bit not even. But I'll get that. And I'm going to show you how I do it. How I buff it out is very simple. I just take a little bit more black and put it on this one, then they'll match. Okay. Okay. To buff it out, super simple. You take the edge of your foam brush and use that as your buffer, okay? So you just lightly buff it out. So you get it all in the cracks exactly where you want it to be. Exactly how it's supposed to be for you. Okay? So that one's pretty good. Then on this one, you do the same thing. You want to use the side where you hadn't put any paint. Okay? And then you can use this a little bit to raise highlights on the sides. A little bit. Bring a little light into it. I use a tiny piece of steel wool. I don't see where my steel wool is. It's up here. Yeah, here's a little bitty big piece. It's kind of mangled, but I don't know. This is not a good idea to do this while it's this wet, but I think maybe I can fake it. If not, I'll show you what to do if you goof it up. How's that? But I'm going to go right in the middle with this little piece of steel wool. And just bring a little light up. I got too much, I think. Be better to go around in a circle.
Yeah, like just
That's better.
lightly.
Very lightly. Oops, I took too much off this edge. Okay, no problem. I just put a little bit more in. Took care of that right now, huh? Okay, so I like it this way because it brings a little light into the piece. So I'll let this dry, and then I'll probably go over it again. I might just, yeah. And I'll probably go over it again to get this little highlight just right, because I'm not entirely happy with it, but it's getting there. It's fine. So you can see, Denise, there's really nothing to it. And it doesn't matter what colors that you use, or, you know, if you want antique. Next week, we already have this one done. Javi just has to render it and put it up. Were you going to try and have that antique gold one up for Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to let me know so I
Yeah.
can put the keywords in and stuff. But anyhow, she's got it. We have one in the can. It's going to go up Tuesday, and it's how to do the antique gold to make it look like. Let me pull this out of my. To make it look like.
Do we have it over here?
Yes, right here.
Oh,
So one can-
I think that's the painted one. But...
Yeah, this is the painted one. I showed you guys a picture of this. So what I did is, this is the 22 karat gold in the pewter from the site. This is my favorite piece, this one with the bird. And I'm going to use this on top of it. And then I've got a piece here that I want to put as the hanger here. But for it to match, I will have to fix that too. And all you do is you get some black on your, you know what I'm just going to do?
Somebody said you have to seal it.
Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. Who said that?
A lot of people.
They need a kiss. Kathleen Kelly said that.
Seal.
She needs a hug and a kiss.
You need to do Krylon
Okay.
spray lacquer.
Krylon spray lacquer, light misting coats. I would do one coat, leave it sit, and then do another. This is how you antique the bright gold. This makes such a difference when you do it. Okay, just dot it on. And then, I don't want to get this on my hands. I don't want to get
Use
paint
a
on my
paper
hands.
towel or yeah.
And so flip this over. You got to do both sides.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Got to do both sides.
Don't forget to do both sides of this
Yes.
one too.
I can't flip that over yet though, it's too wet. But all
Yeah.
I'll do is, you can do black on the back, or you can just do the burnt sienna, whatever you want. Whatever trips your trigger. Okay, so when I did that, it took some off already.
Denise Master says, so Brenda, did you use acrylics on the gold too?
Yep, I sure did. I'm doing it right now. And so what I did is I just grayed it down a little bit. So it's not quite as bright. I may go over and do that again. So I don't know, let's see if I could go with this. Because I wasn't going to paint that. I might have to. I might have to paint this a little bit. But you can see the golds are matching now. And that's all it took.
Yep.
So if you like our bright gold finishes, but sometimes you think they're a little bit too bright for you, that's all you got to do. Just do it. You can do it and repeat, do it and repeat, do it and repeat until you like it, until it's what you want it to be.
And we'll have that for the video
Right.
on Tuesday.
Looks like
too.
there's a little more on here than on this side. I'll take care of that. But anyway, I've got some little scallops here. So what I might do is take my paint pen and just very faintly go in here now,
Julie
so
said-
that it'll match.
Julie said, would vintage paint work?
Yeah, it would, but why spend for it when all you need is the cheap dollar stuff from the you can get it sometimes in the dollar store.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, why spend for the vintage? Because they're, you know, what, $4 or $5 a piece? Not that they're not worth it. I mean, I like them very much. But, you know, why, you know, spend for the stuff you can't get anywhere else, or that you just love it and need it and have to have it. Don't spend for stuff that's not necessary. That's my motto.
Oh, somebody said, Patricia said, if you use the burnt umber on the gold, would it get a Russian gold look?
Well, now that's a fine question.
That's what I was wondering.
Why don't we try it?
Oh, we kind of have to put more in that dish. It's gone. Got consumed by the black.
Yeah. Okay, here's a piece that doesn't have anything on it.
Oh.
Okay, now I may have to pollute my...
The black, yeah.
I'm just going to say, don't do this.
Yeah, don't do this.
But I'm going to do... Don't do this. Well, you'll probably be okay if you don't want to do that a lot, because you'll get all kinds of other colors mixed in there. But I'm going to do it for like...
Unless you like
sake
that
of
look,
time.
that's great.
Yeah. So now I'm just going to put that on there.
I wonder if that was going to be a good
That's a
color.
really good question, Patricia, because we don't have
Yeah.
that anymore. So if you can
Why
make
not?
your own, that's cool. I think I showed everyone how to do that look with the cappuccino colored
Yes.
Perfect Pearls ones. Hey. Hey, baby. Look at this. Wow. Something inside me says you never have to miss Russian gold plate again.
That is so true.
You know, what he puts over top of that is something like this, only he does it commercially. One of the big reasons why I had to stop getting it, because he couldn't seem to do it the same from batch to batch. And we were just having big differences. Some would hardly have any antiquing, and some would have a lot. And I
That
was
does
like,
look
you
good.
know, I can't do this anymore. But you know what? We can do it ourselves. Look at how beautiful this is. I'm so glad you said that.
I know.
Patricia,
like, that
you're the
looked really-
bomb. This is perfect. Oh my
It just
word.
tones it all the way down.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's like a big difference.
You look at that. Well, that one's actually matte. How I got a matte gold one, I don't know. Let's put another
You got a
glass
matte
in.
one there?
Yeah, these were
Oh,
matte. I don't know how I got matte ones.
it must have just got
Sometimes it
accidentally.
goes up. It's actually the same color. It's just sandblasted. That's all. But look at that. That is luscious. Wow. We learned something else. And it's great. It is beautiful. Let me pull it up in my hand because I can. That is just wonderful. Now, Russian gold was a little bit lighter, not quite as much antique, but you could experiment with it. You know, you could take that off and redo it, but you saw how easy it was. There's just nothing to it.
Chicken approves.
The chicken likes it. As long as the chicken likes it, we're good. Yeah, that is gorgeous. See, you can see it was originally that color.
Wow. Yeah, that.
And I'll have to do the back too because it won't look right. But this is just beyond beautiful. So you can customize these. You know, you can go look at the gold and say, oh, you know, that's really beautiful, but that's just too bright for me. Well,
There you go.
the solution is just get a little paint out. You can see how easy it is. It doesn't make a tremendous mess. Just remember to seal it.
And then you could
and you're
do
good.
a lot at the same time too.
Yeah, you could. So what do you think, guys? I think it's time for us to quit. That's what I think. Time for me to go make supper. It's 5:47 p.m. in Ohio right now. So just Pam says, Patricia says, it's chicken approved. That's right. As long as it's chicken approved, we're on the right track, right? Okay, so I hope everybody got on to say whatever they want to say so that they can get counted this week, because I got some sweet stuff to send you. That's for sure. I got some real treats to send you. But anyway, oh, and I forgot to tell you. I have my little sticker over there. How can you go? Oh, those little blue stickers over there. There's one that says 25 off. You see it? Yeah. Okay. This is for just you guys. I'm not telling anybody else about it. This is a code for just you guys. 25 off. OFF, all caps. No spaces. It's for you guys. You can use it at my website tonight or tomorrow. Then it goes bye-bye. $50 and up. If you have an order for $50, put this code in and you're getting 25% off on it. I know you guys love those 25% discounts, and normally I can only do it on a really, really big order. But I thought maybe once in a while I'd sneak it in for like a day. And this is for you guys only. I'm not talking about this on the group. This is a reward for you because you came, if you want to use it. If it's not your time to go there, if you already ordered this week, don't sigh. Don't feel bad because you already did. Hey, never sweat the small stuff. There's always another one. But for those who want to come and pick up a little this and that, 25 off. Just have to have 50 in the cart. I tested it 3 times. It's working great. Why don't you come pick up some of this gold Beast of 1928. Of course, yeah, that's a better discount than it is every day because it's 20% off every day, so you can get 25. Yeah. Come pick some of that up and try it. Pick up a little bit of gingerbread so you can play. That would be a great code to use for that. Oh, yeah. And don't forget, everybody's getting bead bags through Wednesday night. They're just little bead bags. They're not big, but I've got some cute stuff in it. Might be able to make a few pair of earrings. And you're going to get also one of these deals in it, too. All you have to do is have a $25 order for that. So $25 order to get the bead bag with this little dealio in it. If you want to use this code, you have to $50. And it's only good tonight and tomorrow. And I won't be able to remind you because I'm not going on the group with this. This is for you guys only because you came today. Okay? Alrighty. So, anybody have something else to say before I take off? Before you can't? Because you know, whoever posts on here gets a gifty. And I got some sweet stuff to send you. Thanks, Pat. I'm glad you... Irene, I'm so glad you came. You just made my day, honey. Thank you so much. Hugs and kisses. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Look at all these nice things they're saying. Yeah, we did gingerbread, brass, and gold. Now, the 25 off coupon, that's for everything on the site. So long as you have a $50 order tonight or tomorrow, use this code, which is yours alone. If you came today, you're the only guys that know about it. 25 off. Just written just like that. Okay? And you'll get 25% off an order $50 or more. So, not bad. Alrighty, let's see. Any going shopping? Debbie, you got to control yourself.
Yeah, Debbie.
I always think of you, Debbie, whenever I come up with something later in the week. She says, I already went and bought stuff. I says, well, then don't worry about it. Next week I'll have some other kind of thing, you know?
Somebody has a question.
Yeah.
Are you getting any more of the copper?
Oh, yes. Somebody else asked it earlier and I didn't answer. Yeah, but I won't have them probably till the beginning of August.
August?
Yeah, because all the toolers, platers, finishers,
they're gone vacation.
bead people, everything, they're all on vacation to July 15th. So I usually what I try to do is like wait the last few days before they come back and I submit all my orders so that when they come back I get in the queue to get done first, which means probably they'll work on my order in a week. So if it's brass, then it has to get sent over to the plater. So till he does it, you know, you're looking at second week of August. Sorry, they do this every year, August and December. If you've been with me for a while, you've heard the lecture before. So it really screws everything up. What can I say? So, alrighty. Your hubby's watching. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. What?
And don't forget to like.
Oh, yes. Like.
And subscribe.
Like, subscribe, and comment.
Yes.
Which you guys did.
And hit that little
you don't have
bell.
to comment. When you subscribe, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the little bell next to it. And then that way, YouTube's supposed to send you notifications. I'm hearing sometimes you don't get them, but hey, sometimes you do. So a little bit's better than nothing, right? That's what I always say. Okay, I gotta go make meatloaf. So I hope you have a happy Sunday evening. I'm just so thrilled for all of you that came. It was awesome. Hey, Diana. Chris is here. Chris Kemp. So come and have some fun on me. Love you all. Yay! You're
Thank
great.
you for coming, everybody.
Yes, thank you for coming. Go have some fun.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Chicken.
Bye.
Bye.
You gotta shut it off, Abby.
Oh, bye, guys.